Good on, guys. Welcome to this week's Gold and GJ next week's forecast. So what can we see, guys? Finally, we have got a candle close on the weekly below this candle here, this previous weekly candle structure. We have got that candle close. And if you've been watching these week to week, you will have seen that we've been waiting for it here, was waiting for it here, was waiting for it here, was waiting for it here. But you can see the rejection, rejection, and rejection, rejection. So now price has broken back below this previous flip zone. We had resistance turned into support and then active support again, and now price is breaking through, and now we have got the weekly candlestick confirmation on there. So next week I am going to be looking for retracements and sells down towards this monthly low here. Daily, guys. So daily is bearish. We've made a new low on the daily here. We've finally broken out of this consolidation. You see the previous daily high was here. We're stuck in there for weeks, week after week after week with this consolidation. Now we've broken out. I'm hoping that we're going to have some clean price action, some nice trending price action down to this monthly low down here. So daily, we've made a new low. Market open. As I say, I'm maybe expecting it to fill this wick. As you saw there on the weekly, we get this pullback. Back up to the resistance. And then here, when we get to this resistance level, I will be looking for confirmations and sells. However, price could open up, break these lows, and just continue down. So I'm not looking to predict the market open. As I say, I'm looking to forecast what's going to happen next week. And come Monday morning, pre-London, we're going to take it from there. So 4 hour, we got this push on Friday. We finally broke through. We got this push here. I was expecting, again, a potential weekly fake out. As you see, we've been waiting for this weekly candle to close, but we reject. And then this here, you see, was breaking through. And on Friday afternoon, Dubai time, price started pushing and pushing. Now, if price pushed back above here, closed above here, and continue pushing, that would have been a weekly fake out. So this was a really interesting zone to look at on Friday. However, the weekly candle has closed there. So we are going to be looking for sells from this zone going into next week. However, we do have imbalances up here. Price may come up, make structure here, fill this imbalance, and then close down here on the daily candle. If we get a daily candle close back above, say, for example, here, because again, this could be a weekly fake out, guys. Just because the candle's closed there doesn't mean to say that, it can't go back up. You always got to have the other scenarios in the back of your mind, from highest probable to lowest probable, but price can do whatever it wants. So daily here, the daily high is all the way up here from where it broke down. So price could still break back above here on the lower time frames, test the high, and then come back down. So on the 4 hour, I'm just going to be taking it level by level. So while we're under this level here, I am looking to sell because that's 4 hour structure. However, if we break this 4 hour structure and we've got the 4 hour bullish, 1 hour bullish, then I'm going to be looking for buys up into this imbalance and up to this daily high and see what happens here. See the reaction we get. Now, if the daily high breaks again, the daily flips bullish, then I'll be aiming for the previous weekly highs, and I'll be expecting the previous weekly highs to break and also continue. But we're going to take it as it comes. So going into next week, guys, so this is the key level here. I'm looking to take sells from here or buys above, and then sells back down for continuations. But look on the 1 hour quickly, what we got here. Again, 1 hour sharing the same structure. Sorry, 1 hour's bullish. So 4 hours bearish, 1 hour's bullish. So if we get back above here, the 4 hour high, as we said here, that'll create a new high in the 1 hour, and it'll flip the 4 hour back bullish. So then we'll be looking to trade into this gap here. But this here is our key level to look for buys and sells. So let's jump over to GJ, have a look, see what's going on GJ. So let's head up to the monthly time frame. Actually, we'll start on the weekly because the monthly is bullish. Let's remove all these drawings here. Monthly is pushing and pushing and pushing. If you watch the weekly forecasts for the previous week, you should have seen, price is pushing up to previous targets here. One here, Philly imbalance. Could get a good reaction from here. And, apart from that, the highs, if we break above these highs, they'll be aiming for these wicks. And then the following highs. So anyway, we're bullish on the weekly. And the first target is 184. 184 area. So, sorry about this, guys. The internet's lagging a little bit. Give it a second. I do apologize if you hear some children screaming or something like this. I'm doing the recording on the balcony this morning, and it was quiet when I came out. But I just heard like a child screaming in the background, so I do apologize if you hear that. Okay, weekly. So again, we're looking for a new weekly candle to open up and potentially continue. Now, to see that with higher probability, we want to see it open and not break the high, test these lows, or pull back, and then continue like this. That's what I'm looking for to take buys. Now, we could just break straight up. If we break straight up here, make structure on the 1 or 4 hour, I'll look to take that. I'll just look to buy it up with continuations. We just got to bear in mind that it's pushing and pushing and pushing, and we are coming up to stronger and stronger resistance. So bullish on the monthly and the weekly. The daily, again, look, we could be creating a reversal pattern here, like we just looked at on the weekly. Price could open up, hold the high, and then come test these lows. If it breaks these lows, it could form head and shoulders here and come back down. Which, again, this down here would be a very nice zone to buy. You see this demand zone here. We've got imbalance, daily demand. Very, very nice zone. This, what is that? Well, around 175, 176. So definitely get an alarm on that, guys. It's a nice zone. 4 hour. And again, you can see here, look, the impulse on the daily so far is weaker. So we've got this impulse here, retracement impulse. We broke structure. So the daily range is now smaller here. So if price breaks this candle here, that could be an indication we're going down, but then we'd wait to see if price closes below these daily lows. Price closes below these daily lows after making like a pattern like this. So if we make a head and shoulders, this is what would happen. We wouldn't just break through there. We'd reject a resistance. And if we got a candle close here on the daily, then we could look to sell, back down to these levels where we then look for buys and continuations up. 4 hour. Or in the 4 hour. So again, what do we want to see here? There's no imbalances there. Price is creating structure here. Now, price may continue straight up here. You see this big engulfing candle. We've got a tiny imbalance there. Price has broken structure on this candle. And we could see price push down a little bit, use this as support, and then continue up. If it does that, breaks above here, I would look to take buys there up to these levels because we have got a nice range here. We've got 150 pip range. However, more of what I'm expecting, because of how price is looking, is price to fake the high, sell off to this resistance here, give a pullback, back to these levels around, the 182, and then break down and have a retracement. But we just got to see, because on the higher time frames, we are super bullish. But you got to remember, even a pullback on this higher time frame, it's not going to make any difference to how the candle looks. It's still just going to be a big bullish candle, and price moves up and down, whether it's going up, and it moves up and down as it's going down. So you got to remember. So 4 hour, let's say that's what I'm looking for, movement overall. We'll continue to buy up, or we're going to break down and potentially sell off down to 175 down here, where there's some nice buy zones, nice demand zone down here. Yeah, if we jump on the 1 hour, what can we see? The same. We're bullish on the 1 hour. If we break below this level here, potentially going to go test these lows. If we break below these levels here, like following the higher time frame levels, if we break through these levels, we're going to test these lows and then probably come back up to test this level. And then, come back down again, break through, retest. And that's how the lower time frame structure would look following that price action of the higher time frame. So that's it, guys. If you got any questions, post them below. And guys, this is the last day. The last few days of the funded lab. So if you're looking to automate your prop firm passing, I suggest you go over to blackswanfx.com/funded lab. I'm about to launch an insane system, an insane process. The software you get access to works with my trading robot, and the software you can't buy anywhere online. It's insane. I've hired a software engineer to have it custom built, and now it gives you the opportunity to optimize your files, your set files, and your trading robot for current market data week after week after week, month after month after month, giving you the highest level of consistency on your pass rate and highest level of consistency on your post-funded and payouts as well, guys. Insane opportunity this. Please don't, discard it, pass it up, because you cannot get this anywhere else on the internet. This is no fluff. This is custom made. And guys, I'm committed to my members and my community 100,000,000%. So I back you all the way, and the community back you all the way. As you can see, we trade live every day. We do everything live every day. Chat room here, look, we're all warming up, guys. It's going to be sick. As I posted yesterday, look, the discount's about to leave, as I've been pushing the devs to get this done sooner rather than later. But please go watch that video, outline it all there. Insane, guys. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next week. Bosh!